What if everything you have been told about losing your masculine strength after 60 is completely wrong? What if your body is not broken at all but simply waiting for the right signals to wake up again? Most men over 60 believe their morning strength is gone forever, but the shocking truth is that 3 specific pressure points on your body can restore what you thought was lost. I am Dr. Eva Hart, a certified urologist with 14 years of specialized experience in men's health after 60. I have helped thousands of men rediscover their natural vitality without dangerous pills or invasive procedures. This topic is usually too embarrassing to discuss openly, but silence causes more harm than honesty ever could. In this video, I will show you exactly where these 3 hidden pressure points are located and how to activate them using simple breathing techniques that take less than 5 minutes each morning. This is about more than just physical performance. This is about reclaiming your confidence, your dignity, and your identity as a man who still has power within him. Stay with me until the end because I will reveal a simple daily routine that amplifies these results and helps your body remember what it was designed to do naturally. If this message resonates with you, share in the comments what speaks to you most. If it does not, tell me what topics would serve you better. But first, let me destroy the biggest lie that has been stealing hope from men your age. Because once you understand why your body went quiet, you will realize it has been listening all along, waiting patiently for you to call it back to life. Here is something no doctor will tell you during a routine checkup. Your erections did not disappear because you turned 60, 65, or 70. They went silent because the pathways that once carried blood and nerve signals have been neglected, not destroyed. Think of it like a room in your house where you stopped turning on the lights. The electricity is still there. The bulbs still work. You simply stopped flipping the switch. Your body operates the same way. After decades of stress, poor sleep, and believing that age equals decline, those neural pathways and blood vessels that once responded automatically have grown quiet. But quiet does not mean dead. It means forgotten. And anything forgotten can be remembered again. I see men every week who walk into my office convinced they are broken beyond repair. They lower their voices when they describe waking up feeling empty, lifeless, disconnected from their own masculinity. But within weeks of learning what I am about to share with you, many of these same men call me with voices full of life, telling me they woke up feeling strong for the first time in years. The science behind this is simple. Erections depend on 2 things working together: blood flow and nerve signals. When blood moves freely through relaxed vessels and when nerves send clear messages from your brain to your body, morning strength happens naturally. Age does not shut down these systems. Neglect does. And what neglect has quieted, attention can awaken. Your body has been waiting patiently for you to remember that it still belongs to you, that it still responds to your care, that it still carries the power you thought was gone forever. The 3 pressure points I am about to show you act like master switches, reconnecting circuits that have been switched off but never broken. The first pressure point lies just above your pubic bone, in that soft area where your lower abdomen meets your pelvis. Most men never pay attention to this zone, seeing it as nothing more than skin over bone. But beneath this area run key blood vessels and nerve pathways that directly supply your masculine organs. When you place your fingertips here and apply gentle pressure while breathing deeply, something remarkable happens. You are not forcing anything. You are simply reminding your body that this area exists, that it matters, that it deserves your attention. Many men feel a subtle warmth or tingling within minutes of this practice. Technique is simple. Sit comfortably and place 2 or 3 fingertips just above your pubic bone. Press gently, not hard enough to cause discomfort, but firm enough to create awareness. Breathe slowly through your nose, allowing your belly to rise with each inhale. Hold this position for 2 to 3 minutes while focusing on the sensation beneath your fingers. What you are doing is reactivating circulation that may have been restricted for years. Blood that was trapped or moving slowly begins to flow more freely. Nerve signals that had grown weak begin to strengthen. Your body starts to remember that this area is alive, responsive, and capable of the strength you once knew. This is not about creating an erection in the moment. This is about rebuilding the foundation that makes natural erections possible again. Think of it as knocking gently on a door that has been closed for too long. Eventually, the door opens and life returns to spaces that felt empty. But this first point is only the beginning. There is a second location that most men never even consider touching, yet it may hold the greatest power of all to restore what you thought was lost forever. The second pressure point is located in the perineum, the soft area between your scrotum and your anus. In traditional medicine, this spot has been recognized for thousands of years as a center of masculine energy. In modern medicine, it is rarely mentioned, which is unfortunate because this area acts like a valve that controls circulation to your entire pelvic region. When this area becomes tight or neglected, blood flow becomes restricted, nerve signals get blocked, and your body forgets how to send energy where it needs to go. But when you release this tension through gentle pressure and mindful breathing, the valve opens, circulation improves, and sensitivity begins to return. Technique requires a bit more patience than the first point, but the results can be profound. Sit on a small, soft pillow or rolled towel so that gentle pressure is applied to your perineum. You do not need to press hard. Simply allow your body weight to create contact while you breathe slowly and deeply. Focus on relaxing this area rather than forcing anything to happen. Many men notice a subtle pulsing sensation, a feeling of warmth, or simply a quiet awareness that something is awakening. This is your body responding to attention it may not have received in years. What makes this point so powerful is its connection to the main arteries and nerves that supply your masculine organs. When you consistently apply gentle pressure here while breathing deeply, you are essentially teaching your body to send blood and energy back to areas it may have been neglecting. Some men notice changes within days. Others need weeks of consistent practice. But almost everyone who commits to this daily ritual eventually feels something stirring that they thought was gone forever. It is not just physical. It is the return of confidence, the restoration of hope, the quiet knowledge that your body still responds to your care. Yet there is still one more point, perhaps the most surprising of all, because it is not even located near your genital area, yet its impact on your masculine strength can be immediate and lasting. The third and final pressure point runs along the crease where your inner thigh meets your lower abdomen. Hidden beneath this seemingly insignificant line are the femoral artery and nerve, two of the main highways that carry blood and sensation to your masculine organs. Most men think of their thighs as nothing more than muscles for walking. They never consider that these pathways play a crucial role in their intimate health. But when these channels become tight or restricted, no amount of wishful thinking can compensate for the blocked circulation and reduced nerve function. The femoral artery is actually one of the largest blood vessels in your entire body, carrying a massive volume of blood from your heart down through your pelvis and into your legs. When this artery functions optimally, it ensures that your pelvic organs receive the robust blood supply they need. Technique for this point is different from the first two. Using your fingertips, trace along the crease where your thigh meets your abdomen, pausing at any spots that feel tender or tight. Apply gentle pressure while breathing slowly, allowing the tissues to soften under your touch. Start from the area closest to your groin and work outward along the crease for about 4 to 5 inches. You may notice that some areas feel more sensitive or restricted than others, which is completely normal and indicates places where circulation has been compromised. You may be surprised by how much tension you discover in this area. Years of sitting, stress, and simply ignoring this part of your body can create restrictions that limit blood flow to exactly where you need it most. But as you consistently work with this area, applying gentle pressure and breathing deeply, those restrictions begin to release. Some men describe feeling a subtle warmth or tingling that seems to spread from this area toward their pelvic region. Others notice that areas which felt numb or disconnected begin to regain sensation over time. Many men notice that working with this inner thigh line creates changes that go beyond just intimate function. They sleep more deeply, feel calmer in the mornings, and even walk with more energy. It is as if the entire lower body begins to wake up, carrying with it the masculine strength that had been waiting quietly for attention. This happens because the femoral nerve not only affects intimate function but also influences leg strength, hip stability, and overall lower body coordination. The beauty of this third point is that you can work with it almost anywhere. While sitting at your desk, watching television, or lying in bed, you can trace this line with your fingertips, releasing tension and improving circulation without anyone knowing what you are doing. You can even practice this technique while fully clothed, making it one of the most practical and discreet methods for improving your intimate health. Key is consistency rather than intensity, spending just 2 to 3 minutes daily giving this area the attention it has been missing. Together, these 3 pressure points work like a system of switches, each one contributing to the restoration of natural blood flow and nerve function. But to make these changes last, to transform them from temporary improvements into lasting vitality, you need to understand the daily habits that support and amplify everything you are doing. Pressing these 3 points can create remarkable changes, but if you want those changes to become permanent, you need to support them with simple daily habits that strengthen your body's foundation for intimate health. First habit is proper breathing. Most men breathe shallowly through their mouths, which keeps their nervous system in a state of tension. But when you breathe slowly through your nose into your belly, you activate the part of your nervous system that promotes relaxation, circulation, and healing. Just 5 minutes of conscious breathing each day can lower your blood pressure, relax your blood vessels, and increase the nitric oxide that makes strong erections possible. The best time for this practice is immediately upon waking, before your mind becomes occupied with the day's concerns. Place one hand on your chest and one on your belly, ensuring that only the lower hand moves as you breathe deeply and slowly. The second habit is starting your day with warm water. After sleeping for 8 hours, your blood becomes thicker and moves more slowly. Drinking a glass of warm water first thing in the morning helps thin your blood gently, making it easier for circulation to reach every part of your body, especially the areas that matter most for masculine function. Temperature should be comfortably warm, not hot, as this promotes gentle circulation without shocking your system. Adding a small pinch of natural sea salt can further enhance hydration at the cellular level, giving your cardiovascular system the support it needs to function optimally. The third habit is reducing sugar, particularly in the evening. Every gram of sugar you consume damages the delicate lining of your blood vessels, making it harder for them to relax and expand when you need increased blood flow. Men who eliminate their evening desserts often notice stronger morning erections within weeks because their blood vessels can finally begin to heal. This includes hidden sugars in processed foods, fruit juices, and even seemingly healthy snacks. Your blood vessels are like delicate garden hoses, and sugar acts like sandpaper on their inner walls, creating scarring that restricts flow for hours after consumption. The fourth habit is taking a gentle walk after your evening meal. This simple activity activates your body's natural circulation pump, helping blood move efficiently throughout your system and preventing it from pooling in areas where it does not belong. You do not need to walk far or fast. A leisurely 10-minute stroll is enough to make a significant difference in how blood reaches your lower body overnight. Walking also aids digestion, which reduces the energy your body needs to spend processing food and allows more resources to be directed toward repair and regeneration during sleep. Even walking indoors or around your yard counts, as the movement itself is what matters most. The fifth and final habit is treating your body with respect and patience. If you approach these pressure points with frustration or desperation, your nervous system will resist. But if you touch your body with the same care you would show to something precious, your nervous system relaxes and responds. This is not mystical thinking. This is how the human body actually works. Your nervous system can distinguish between touch that is harsh and demanding versus touch that is gentle and caring, and it responds accordingly. Approach each pressure point session as a conversation with your body rather than a demand for immediate results. These 5 habits work together to create the optimal environment for your 3 pressure points to produce lasting results. They are the foundation that transforms a temporary spark into a permanent flame, the daily choices that tell your body you still value it, still trust it, still believe in its capacity to serve you well. When combined consistently, these habits create a compound effect where each supports and amplifies the others, leading to improvements that extend far beyond just intimate function into overall energy, mood, and well-being. The reason these 3 pressure points and 5 daily habits work so effectively comes down to basic human biology. Your body was designed with multiple backup systems for circulation and nerve function. Even if some pathways have become restricted over time, others remain fully capable of carrying the blood and signals needed for strong, natural erections. When you apply gentle pressure to the area above your pubic bone, you are stimulating the deep pelvic blood vessels that supply your masculine organs. This pressure, combined with deep breathing, causes these vessels to dilate and allows blood to flow more freely than it has in months or even years. The increased circulation also delivers more oxygen and nutrients to tissues that may have been operating at reduced capacity. When you sit with gentle pressure on your perineum, you are releasing tension in the muscles that control blood flow in and out of your pelvic region. This area acts like a valve, and when the valve is tight, blood gets trapped. When you relax the valve through pressure and breathing, circulation normalizes and sensation returns. Additionally, this pressure stimulates the pudendal nerve, which plays a crucial role in sexual function and can become less responsive when chronically compressed. When you work with the pressure point along your inner thigh, you are opening the main highway that carries blood from your heart directly to your lower body. The femoral artery is one of the largest vessels in your body, and when it functions optimally, everything downstream benefits. This technique also helps release facial restrictions that can develop from years of sitting and limited movement, further improving blood flow. The daily habits amplify these effects by addressing the root causes of poor circulation: shallow breathing, thick blood, damaged blood vessels, poor circulation, and nervous system tension. When you breathe properly, hydrate wisely, eliminate circulation-damaging foods, move your body gently, and approach everything with patience, you create the ideal conditions for your pressure point work to produce lasting results. This is not about turning back the clock or pretending you are 25 years old again. This is about optimizing the body you have right now at this stage of life so it can function at its highest potential. Your 60-year-old body is capable of remarkable things when you give it the attention and care it deserves. Men who commit to these practices often discover that their improvements extend far beyond intimate function. They sleep more deeply, feel more energetic during the day, experience less anxiety, and carry themselves with greater confidence. This happens because circulation, nerve function, and overall vitality are all connected. When you improve one area, everything else benefits. The body operates as an integrated system, and positive changes in circulation naturally support better sleep, improved mood, and enhanced overall well-being. The 3 pressure points and 5 daily habits I have shared with you today are not complicated medical procedures or expensive treatments. They are simple, natural methods that work with your body's existing systems to restore what time and neglect may have quieted. Your morning strength did not disappear because you got older. It went silent because those pathways stopped receiving the attention they needed to stay active. But now you know exactly how to wake them up again. You know where to press, how to breathe, and what daily choices support your body's natural capacity for masculine vitality. The choice is yours. You can continue believing that your best days are behind you, or you can start tomorrow morning by pressing gently above your pubic bone, breathing deeply, and reminding your body that it still belongs to you. You can sit with awareness on your perineum, releasing years of accumulated tension. You can trace the line along your inner thigh, opening pathways that have been waiting patiently to serve you again. Remember that consistency matters more than intensity. 5 minutes of gentle, mindful pressure is far more valuable than forcing these techniques or practicing them sporadically. Your body responds to regular attention and care, not to desperate attempts at quick fixes. Start slowly, be patient with yourself, and trust that small daily actions create profound long-term changes. Most importantly, you can approach your body with the respect and patience it has earned after decades of carrying you through life. When you do this, when you commit to these simple daily practices, you may discover that your prime years are not behind you but right here, waiting to be claimed. Every morning becomes an opportunity to reconnect with your strength, to prove to yourself that age is not a limitation but simply a different stage of your masculine journey. Your body still has power. Your masculine strength still exists. And with the right attention, both can return stronger than you ever imagined possible. Path forward is clear, simple, and entirely within your control.